Qatar Open final reality check. Arthur Fils makes honest Carlos Alcaraz admission it was supposed to be a statement night for Arthur Fils. Instead, it turned into a masterclass from Carlos Alcaraz in the final of the Qatar Open in Doha. Fils was blown away 6-2, 6-1 in just 50 minutes, the quickest final of Alcaraz's career. For the young Frenchman, it wasn't just a defeat. It was a reality check. And afterward, Fils didn't hide from it. "I've never had my kicked that much," speaking after the match. Fils was brutally honest when asked whether this was the best tennis anyone had ever played against him. "Yeah, I think so," he admitted. "I've never had a really tough loss. I don't remember. Sorry for the word, but I never got my kicked that much." 2 days ago he played pretty good. There was a smile on his face when he said it, but the message was clear. Alcaraz wasn't just good, that he was untouchable. The speed, the power, the relentlessness from the very first game, Alcaraz imposed himself. His explosive movement, fearless shot-making, and relentless aggression left Fils scrambling. The Spaniard dictated rallies, absorbed pressure, and turned defense into attack in seconds. Every short ball was punished. Every opportunity seized. For Fils, returning to his first final after 6 months out with a back injury, this was supposed to be a celebration of progress. Instead, it became a lesson in levels that there's good, that there's elite. And then there's Alcaraz at full throttle. A rivalry that's still one-sided. This wasn't their first meeting. In fact, Fils has now faced Alcaraz 3 times in the past 12 months and lost all 3. The closest he came to victory was at the Monte Carlo Masters last year. Fils stunned the Spaniard by taking the opening set in their maiden encounter. For a moment, it looked like a breakthrough win was coming. But champions respond. Alcaraz fought back, flipped the momentum, and reminded everyone why he sits at the top of the rankings. Since then, the gap has only looked wider. Respect between rising stars despite the heavy defeat. There's no bitterness from Fils. Only respect. For a 19-year-old still carving his place on the ATP Tour. These are the matches that shape careers. Losing to the world's best in a final hurts, but it also provides clarity to beat Alcaraz. Fils knows he must raise his physical consistency, sharpen his return game, and find ways to disrupt the Spaniard's rhythm. And perhaps most importantly, believe he belongs on that stage. What this means moving forward for Alcaraz, this was a statement victory. Quick, clinical, dominant. For Fils, it was a benchmark moment. Every young contender has that match, the one where they face greatness at its peak and realize exactly what it takes to get there. The scary part? Alcaraz is still improving, but so is Fils. And if their rivalry continues to grow, the tennis world may one day look back at this 50-minute demolition as the spark that fueled something much bigger. Because sometimes, the toughest losses create the strongest champions.